Hello all. So today we'll be discussing something about X-rays in cases of ankle trauma. Before starting the video, I would just like to ask one question to all of you. What do you think about X-rays as the primary or the preliminary advice to the patients who report to us for the ankle trauma cases? Do give it a thought. And if your answer is definitely yes, I am assuring you that you will give it a second thought after the video gets over. सो सारी चीज़ें डिस्कस करने से पहले आई वुड जस्ट लाइक टू मेंशन वन स्टडी जिसमें कि ये बताया गया था कि जितने भी पेशेंट्स हमारे पास एंकल ट्रॉमा के लिए रिपोर्ट करते हैं एंड जिनको क्लिनिशियंस एक्सरेज एडवाइस करते हैं उनमें से केवल 15 to 20% ऑफ द पेशेंट्स थे जिनको एंकल फ्रैक्चर एक्चुअल में डायग्नोस हुआ था. व्हाट डज दैट एक्चुअली मीन? It means कि 85% of the cases में X-rays were not diagnosing the ankle fracture or ideally they were not needed. So what should we do to eliminate the unnecessary radiological imagings? Because उसके several disadvantages definitely होते हैं. So to eliminate this kind of problem, the Ottawa ankle rules were designed by the clinicians, and these were the rules that are being now used since 20 years so as to eliminate the need of the X-rays in cases of ankle trauma. Before mentioning about the Ottawa ankle rules or discussing about them, I would like to mention that some studies have concluded that Ottawa ankle rules have reduced X-ray diagnosis to about 1/3 of the earlier usage, which is a huge percentage. Now moving on to the Ottawa ankle rules. These are the rules जिनके अंदर हमें एंकल एंड फुट का डिफरेंट क्राइटेरिया एक्सप्लेन किया गया है एंड फॉलोइंग और असेसिंग बेस्ड ऑन दीज क्राइटेरियाज गिव अस द एग्जैक्ट नीड टू एडवाइस पेशेंट फॉर द एक्सरेज. सो टॉकिंग अबाउट द एंकल फर्स्ट, जो 3 क्राइटेरियाज एंकल के मेंशन्ड है उनमें से पहला क्राइटेरिया है कि बोनी टेंडरनेस अलोंग द पोस्टीरियर एज ऑफ द टिबिया और एट द टिप ऑफ द मीडियल मेल्यूलस. मतलब अगर हम लेटरल व्यू में टीबिया को देखेंगे मीडियल साइड से, मीडियो लेटरल व्यू में देखेंगे अगर हम, तो टीबिया का जो पोस्टीरियर एज है उसके अलोंग 6 सेंटीमीटर के अंदर डिस्टल एज से देयर शुड बी बोनी टेंडरनेस ऑब्जर्व और एट द टिप ऑफ द मीडियल मेल्यूलस एज शोन इन द पिक्चर. The second criteria about the ankle was same as of the first. बस टीबिया की जगह ये था कि पोस्टीरियर एज ऑफ द फिब्यूला पे अगर कोई टेंडरनेस है टिल द 6 सेंटीमीटर ऑफ द डिस्टल एज और एट द टिप ऑफ द लेटरल मेल्यूलस एज इट इज शोन इन द पिक्चर. द थर्ड क्राइटेरिया वॉज कि पेशेंट जो है जब वो क्लिनिशियन के पास रिपोर्ट करता है या फिर इमीडिएटली आफ्टर द एंकल ट्रॉमा पेशेंट कंप्लेन्स कि वो वेट बेयर नहीं कर पाया था. सो दीज आर द 3 क्राइटेरियाज जिसमें से अगर कोई भी एक क्राइटेरिया या उससे ज़्यादा ऑब्जर्व होता है तो वी शुड डेफिनेटली गो फॉर एक्सरे इमेजिंग टू रूल आउट द एंकल फ्रैक्चर्स. Talking about the foot assessment for the X-ray progression, the first criteria explains कि कोई से भी mid foot के zone में पेन होना. The second criteria explains कि जो भी 3 पॉइंट्स अभी आई एम गोइंग टू मेंशन उन तीनों में से कोई भी एक अगर प्रेजेंट होता है तो वी शुड प्रोग्रेस फॉर द एक्सरेज. सो दीज आर द bony tenderness along the navicular bone, bony tenderness along the base of the 5th metatarsal bone, and the third one is same as of the ankle one कि patient report करता है कि immediately after the injury or the trauma he was not able to bear weight, और जब clinician assessment करता है तो the patient is not able to bear weight for the 4 steps. Also for the assessment I would like to mention 2 important things, that while doing the palpation we should be very firm and continuous with the palpation along the posterior edges of the tibia and fibula. Secondly, अगर हम कंपेयर करें असेसमेंट को अडल्ट एंड चिल्ड्रन में, देन द स्टडीज कंक्लूड दैट ओटावा एंकल रूल्स आर नॉट दैट वेरी एक्यूरेट इन डायग्नोसिस ऑफ द ankle fracture or the X-ray progression in cases of children, and the primary reason is due to the inability of the bony ossification centers to completely ossify. So it should be practiced in ages greater than 18 years when the patient जिसकी age 18 years से ऊपर है and they are reporting us for the ankle trauma. I hope you got a gist about Ottawa ankle rules. Talking about specificity and sensitivity, fewer studies have been done on it, and basic conclusion was the Ottawa ankle rules have a sensitivity of 91 to 94.3%, which is very much high. It means कि 91 to 94 95% of the cases को ओटावा एंकल rules justify करते हैं that they don't need or they need X-rays, which is very accurate. Secondly, talking about the specificity for them is 25%, which is onto a lower side. So one last thing I would just mention, that Ottawa ankle rules have been reported to miss the diagnosis of ankle fractures in some case studies. It is not a very good level of evidence, but only in some case studies it was reported that they misdiagnosed the ankle fractures. So I would mention the one case study जिसमें कि 31-year-old patient था, and he was landing through a parachute and he fell onto the ankle and got his ankle fractured. But the mechanism of injury was not very clear, and he reported to the clinician. The clinician assessed him through the Ottawa ankle rules and concluded that there was no need of X-ray, and he managed the patient on his own way. So after some time, when patient was not able to recover through the pain, he again reported, और तब उसको X-ray करवाया गया and he was diagnosed with the ankle fracture. So the discussion mentioned that either Ottawa ankle rules can be one of the reasons that the fracture was not diagnosed properly, or the mechanism of injury was not clearly explained, which led to the inaccurate diagnosis of the patient. So even in the case study, it was not 100% mentioned that Ottawa ankle rules were the only reason that the patient was not able to get diagnosis of the ankle. This concludes that we can definitely go for Ottawa ankle rules as the primary assessment to rule out whether we actually need the X-ray in cases of patient or not, and we can prevent them from the radiographical. So this was all about the Ottawa ankle rules, and do let me know what do you think about X-rays or Ottawa ankle rules as the preliminary assessment. Mention your thoughts in the comment box, and I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.